Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealwithlove.com. So the idea of the Astrocolorscope is that we're going to mix astrology, a little bit of astrology, with color. And the way we mix the color is we're using crystals from my ever-expanding crystal bag. I choose 3 crystals and then throw them into a chart with 12 houses, and then we see where the crystals land for you. And I also take a colored bead from here, so we get a little bit of extra color as well. And I'll be taking cards. Now let me see, where are my cards? They disappeared. So we have the Voyager deck of cards. I really like these because they're a collage of images. So what I'll do is I'll pick a card and then I'll hold the card up, and you can see what you're most attracted to in that card, and that may reflect a message for you, a special message for you. So before we get going with the Astrocolorscope, do remember to subscribe to my love letter and grab your free color kit. You'll get the color kit at bit.ly/color kit. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, Gemini. So Gemini, the first stone that came up for you is this gorgeous blue aragonite. So it has these different kind of blues in it. And it went into your 7th house. And the 7th house is that place of relationships. It's relationships with others. So with this, it's almost like you can have a great month communicating with your friends, communicating with your family, going out for events, enjoying yourself, that kind of thing. The blue energy, you know, when I look at this, there's 2 blues, and I feel as if one lot of friends are physical and the other lot of friends are virtual. So there is a sense of this, maybe, you know, connecting more on Facebook, connecting more with, there may be a course that you're taking and you're connecting with people that way instead of physically in person. So it feels like there's 2 kind of links to connections with this blue. This does go in your 7th house, and this blue energy is also about rejection and letting go of rejection. So if somebody doesn't want to be your mate, then don't take it personally, because, you know, we're all different, and not everyone's going to vibe with you, right? I feel as if there is going to be somebody, though, that is really vibing with you. So this could be a new relationship that is a love relationship, or it could be somebody that I'm being given the energy of a teacher, somebody who feels like they have something to teach you, like a mentor. Aragonite is often about scheduling, so I really feel like you're going to be scheduling a lot of events this month. You're going to have a very busy calendar. The second stone that came up is petrified wood. So it's a stone, but it's amazing how it's become a stone from this petrified wood. And there are stripes in it, and it has a kind of a heart shape, right? And this went into your 10th house. And petrified wood, you know, stands to reason that it would be about old stuff and ancient energy coming up and knowledge coming up, etc. It's a tree. It's going in your 10th house, and the 10th house is about your career and about your fame and how you're seen in the world from that perspective of your career, your recognition, etc. And with this wood, it's almost like you are seen as someone who is down to earth, you're grounded, and you are the salt of the earth. That's the sense of it with this. But I feel as if with your work, you may be getting a little bit, it might be getting a little bit old for you, routine. You might be getting stuck in some way. And one of the reasons I say this is because the card that you get is the setback card. Just take a look at that and see what you're most attracted to in that card, and then ask what that image means, what message that image has for you. when I look at this, it's almost like it's very jumbled. There's a lot of stuff going on, and that's what I feel that this is about in your career section and that card and everything. I feel like there's a lot going on for you. You've got a very busy month with your friends and, you know, lots of events going on, but I feel in your work as if something has to change. Something's got to give, so that you bring some color and some life into your career, into your job, and maybe even into your finances as well. Because when I look at this card particularly, I see this brown energy that's there in the background. I see that kind of brown link to it, and there's nothing wrong with brown. It just feels like it's gotten to be a little bit too routine, and that's the sense with that. The 12th house had hematite going into it, and look at the hematite. It's like a reflection, and all the stones have been shined up, but hematite particularly is like a little mirror. Hematite links with the blood, and it's a blood cleanser, it's a blood strengthener, and in the 12th house can be about enemies and about karma, and I feel that it can be about your blood relations as well. So I feel with this that there may be something that's coming up in your family where you're going to have a little bit of a challenge with, and I don't want to set this in motion, but it's just to be prepared. There may be a little bit of a challenge that's coming up within your family group, and it could be that, you know, there's a mention of what you do for a living, there's a mention of maybe you're not pulling your weight in something. You know, it feels almost like there's a little bit of an attack that comes verbally with this. And what you need to remember here is that this is reflective. They are reflecting something that is also within themselves. So don't, it's not to take it personally, because, you know, we often take things personally, don't we? But it's just to forgive them for what they're saying and recognize that they are actually talking about themselves and seeing it within you as well. So don't react, just listen to what they have to say and look for the reflections around you, and then you can let this go, because it feels like a heavy rock, and it feels like something that has possibly been in your family for some time. And there's a sense of letting that go, not just for yourself, but letting it go for your family as well, which is kind of interesting. The stone that came from my stone bag, the bead that came from my bead bag, is this beautiful rainbow crystal. It's white, of course. So white is about cleansing and clearing stuff out. So I feel that that is what you're going to be doing this month. You know, it's a very busy time for you. You're going to be looking at the routines, what's boring in your life. And there's a sense of you having some kind of challenge within your family relationships, and then cleansing that out. And then you're ready for a nice fresh start as well. So one more thing, when I look at this, I think of the full moon, and there's a full moon on the 8th, and you know, it feels almost like between the 8th and the new moon, the 23rd, this is when these challenges are going to be coming up for you. Mercury is retrograde for the majority of this month, but it starts to go direct around about 25th, 26th, and I feel that, you know, after that 23rd time, that is when the air is going to start clearing, and when you're going to start recognizing maybe how what others say about you or to you is reflected by them as well in their lives. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Do leave a comment below. Let me know if the messages resonate for you. If you know what your ascendant and moon signs are, check out the other Astrocolorscopes for that too. And you can also invite your guides and angels to let you know which crystal, which of the 3 crystals has a specific message for you, for your moon or ascendant sign. I make jewelry. So this is one of the pieces of jewelry I make. This is an angel wing, an earth angel wing. You can find those in store.sealwithlove.com along with lots of other goodies. And of course, if you've enjoyed the Astrocolorscope, remember I do offer a crystal reading service in the guidance section of my website. So that's sealwithlove.com/guidance. And finally, remember to pick up your color kit. That's at bit.ly/color kit. I look forward to seeing you next month or next week with the Colorscope show. Lots of coloricious blessings to you. Bye.